Let me just move this back. Sorry about that. I had to move the camera back 1 second. Sorry. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoons sometimes. And today in this video, I'm going to tell you guys a story about how I told somebody to shut up on Zoom and I regret it. So this is a story just to teach you guys. It's not appropriate to tell people to shut up, especially if you're on a public Zoom meeting where there's a lot of people. And I understand we all get irritated with people and we have to say things when we don't mean it, and telling someone to shut up is not really the most appropriate way to do it, especially if you get super irritated. But I understand sometimes it gets out the wrong way when we get irritated with people, but we also have to be careful of how we say things to people. So I'm going to get started, and hopefully this teaches you guys about how to be careful with how you say words. So I'm going to get started. So this all started about, I would say, almost 4 months ago. No, 5 months ago. And I was in a Zoom meeting for a program. I was in a Zoom meeting with some of my friends, and we had a supervisor with us. And as we're in the Zoom meeting, my supervisor announces to me that they have been trying to get a hold of my mom for a certain Q&A meeting like survey meeting thing. And the lady in charge was explaining that to me because they've been trying to get a hold of my mom, but my mom was super busy with work. And so this one girl, I'm just going to give her a name and call her Annoying because she was being really annoying. So Annoying starts teasing me and going, "Ooh, Mena, you're in trouble," and behaving like she's in kindergarten. And I'm getting super annoyed with Annoying because she's just teasing me on Zoom. And I start to get so irritated that I go, "Annoying, shut up." And then everybody starts to be quiet. And nobody says anything to me, and suddenly Annoying starts crying and acting like I was being really mean to her, but I wasn't really being mean to her. I was just getting irritated with her. But even though my choice of words weren't really appropriate, I was just getting irritated with her. So Annoying starts crying and acting like I was so mean to her that she goes, "Fine, I'm leaving." And then she gets off the meeting, and I'm like, like relieved that she got off the meeting at first, because I just was getting super irritated, and all my friends just look at me like weirdly, and I'm just a little embarrassed. And then all my friends are like, maybe you could have said it a little better, blah, 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 blah. And I did have to agree with that. I did feel kind of guilty afterwards after I told Annoying to shut up, but I literally just couldn't take it anymore because she was always teasing me on Zoom constantly, and I don't handle teasing very well, like I said. And everybody and so we start to continue with the rest of our meeting. I can't remember what we were doing that day. I think we were watching like some kind of video, and a scientific video. I don't remember what we were doing that day, but I remember we were just watching some kind of random educational video. And so once the video's done, we get a break for a couple hours, and then we go back on the meeting a couple hours later. And I ask the lady in charge, charge of the Zoom meeting, "Can I please talk to you?" And she goes, "Sure." And then so everybody leaves the Zoom meeting, and so I have a chat with the lady in charge and explain to her why I told Annoying to shut up, and I just couldn't take her teasing me anymore. And the lady in charge is like, "Yeah, you probably could have also said it better. Like, you probably could have just tried to ignore her." And I explained to her how I have trouble ignoring people when they're teasing me and everything, and I've even had trouble with it as a kid and stuff. And she goes, "Annoying's behavior just was not appropriate either." And so she said she would have a chat with her as well, which I thought was a really good idea, because like, even though they were kind of irritated with what I said, they were also irritated with her as well. Well, and then when she gets back Monday, because she wasn't going to be in for the rest of the week because she was going out of town, and I thought that was a really good idea, because then we could get separated from each other for quite a while, just in case any tensions were starting to happen. So the rest of the week goes by, and Annoying comes back on Zoom that following Monday, and she tries to apologizes to me in front of everybody, but I politely tell her, let's maybe wait till everybody leaves the room. So we have luckily we have two supervisors in the room that day, so on Zoom that day. And so one supervisor takes me and Annoying to a breakout room, and he had to chat with us and tells us how there was a little, I understand there was a little tension going on between you two. And the supervisor explains to Annoying, talks to Annoying and tells her how her behavior of teasing me was not appropriate on Zoom. And then he also talks to me and tells me how my behavior of her telling her to shut up on Zoom was not appropriate either. So we kind of like talk about it. And so I talked to Annoying and apologized to her for telling her to shut up. And I also explained that I told her to shut up because she was teasing me and I was trying to teach her a lesson. And I know that was not the best way. And I felt really bad for it. And then Annoying apologizes to me for being rude to me and teasing me in front of everybody. And she was explaining to me how she was just trying to play with me. And I told her I didn't really like the way she was playing with me. And she understood how it wasn't really appropriate either for her to try to play with me like that. And I usually don't like that kind of like teasing. It's not really funny. It's kind of like not really appropriate behavior. So we have a chat about it and we explain how we need to be careful of what we say on Zoom in front of everybody, and how we also need to be careful of when we're teasing people on Zoom and no Zoom. So then they made a rule of no teasing people on Zoom in front of everybody because people get embarrassed. So I'm very glad they made that rule. So the moral of the story is, if somebody's teasing you on Zoom, and sometimes okay, let me start. So the moral of the story is, if somebody's teasing you on Zoom, the best thing to do is ignore them. I don't know why I didn't ignore this girl. I just couldn't take her behavior anymore because it was just really making me irritated. And sometimes when we get irritated with people, things slip out that we don't mean to say. And we also need to be careful when we tell people to shut up, because it's not really polite. It's very rude and disrespectful. So I wished I could have handled it better that time, but sometimes we all just let things slip out that we don't mean to say. But the best thing you can usually do if somebody's teasing you is just try your best to ignore them, or just have a supervisor or whoever you're with on Zoom talk to the person and tell them their behavior was unacceptable. So you should just be careful of what you say to people after they tease you, even if you don't like it, just because sometimes if you say something really rude, that could hurt their feelings. So just be mindful of what you say to people. So that was a story about how I told somebody to shut up on Zoom. I hope you guys, and regret it, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoons sometimes, and I hope you learned a valuable lesson from this story, not to tell people to shut up on Zoom, because it's very rude and disrespectful. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoons sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!